Hi, and welcome to video number 10 in my Quick Start video series for 90-second website builder. My name is Greg Hughes. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put a YouTube video on your website. It's so easy, it really won't take us very long. But after I show you how, we'll go into some detail on how to see how it works so that you can troubleshoot in case anything goes wrong. But it's actually pretty easy to do, and it shouldn't go wrong if you follow the directions, and they're easy to follow. So the first thing we're going to do is grab the YouTube tool, which is of course over in the toolbox under the media section. So I'm going over here and I'm looking for the YouTube tool. So I'm going to click here and I'm just going to simply drag and draw a box right here, and the size that I make it is the size my video is going to be, so I can make it any size I want. So let's just do that for fun. And now I need to tell the 90-second website builder where my video is. So I double click on this big black box, and here I'm going to type in the address to the YouTube video I want to play. All right, so let's go get a YouTube video. I've got one over here, and it's a YouTube video of me doing a card trick, so that'll fit my website. Now, here's the part that's really important for you to know. When you're grabbing a video from YouTube for 90-second website builder's YouTube tool, what you need to do is copy the URL or the address, the web address to this video. And it looks like this. Up here in the top, you'll see there's always going to be an https://www.youtube.com/watch a question mark v equals, and then this number right here is a unique number for every video. That basically is the identification number of this specific video on YouTube. So what we can do is just simply take this by selecting it with our mouse and copying it. I can do a Control-C, or I could right-click and do a copy, and I could use this URL and put that in my software. So let's do that. I've just copied it. Let's minimize this, and let's paste it right here. So I've selected this. I'm going to do a Control-V this time, and there's the address to that video. That's all I got to do. Click OK. We can press F5 to preview our work, and sure enough, there's our video, and it plays automatically because I left it on auto start. So let's pause that, and let's close this up. Let's look at that again. So there's the address, easy to do. There's the auto start that was checked on. That's why the video automatically played when the page loaded. But I want to show you something else. That's not the only kind of a link you can get. Let's go back to YouTube and look at the other kind. So again, here's the address. It's obvious because it's in the address bar. But YouTube also gives you this area here. Sometimes you won't see it until you click on the share button, and it brings up this little code here. This link also works, especially in the latest version of 90-second website builder. Version 8 is able to deal with this better than older versions were. But if you want to use this code, it works out the same. You'll notice the difference in this code is the first part of it is a special URL that YouTube has. This identifying number pertains to this video. You'll recognize it from the address up here. It's that same ID number. And that just means this video. V equals, or the video equals this number. So if you prefer to use this, that one's fine to use now. For those of you using an older version of 90-second, you weren't able to do this, but now you can. So again, I can copy that. Let's minimize this, and I can paste it in here. This time I'll do a paste. You see it's a little bit different. Click OK, and let's test it with F5. And you can see it plays just fine. Okay. But let's look at, I mean, that was easy to do, right? But let's look at what happens when something goes wrong. This time, I'm going to go get this same video, but I'm going to get it by going to the channel that it's on. Remember, YouTube users can have channels where they store their videos. And we just got this video by searching for it in the YouTube's search engine and found this video. But if I went to the channel where this video is, which is called Technon Media, and this channel happens to have several videos, about, I don't know, 12 videos here, you'll notice that the link is going to look a little bit different. So let's find that same video. Here it is. I'm going to click on it. Here I am back at the video. However, you'll notice that the link has changed. And this is a problem because if this is the link that I grab, the video is not going to play. So I have to know how to deal with this. You'll notice that the first part of the link is the same, all the way up to V equals, and then there's that special ID number. But afterwards, it's got this other code, which pertains to the channel that I'm on. And you don't want the rest of this part of the link. So if you're getting a video from YouTube from a channel, and you want to just be able to grab the code, you want to make sure you do not use the part that comes after the V equals and then that identifying number. You'll know where it ends because there'll always be an ampersand right there, or in other words, an and sign, where it says and list equals and so on. You don't want that part of the link. That will not work. So what I would have to do is take this part of the link, copy that, and put that in the tool. They also have a share button here. Let's see what that looks like. If I click share, and if we were to copy this, you see it looks a little bit different. Again, it collects all of that other syntax that we don't want. So it's probably not a great idea to grab it from here, because you don't want this part that says and list, because it only pertains to this particular channel. So if you can remember that, it's easy to do. If you happen to be picking up a video from somebody's channel and it has all this extra stuff on here, you'll know why it's not working. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like when you do that. If we copy that, and again, let's minimize this and paste it in here, see what happens. Press F5, and we get an error because it's looking for a particular part of the channel and the list and all that kind of stuff. But it's easy to fix, because what we could do, let's close this up. All we'd have to do is go in and take out that extra part, which where it says and list, etc. We can take all of that out, and there we go. I want to show you something else that happened. You'll notice this will happen sometimes. Sometimes the link changes. Here it says youtube.com/v/ and then there's that ID number again. You notice that's a little bit different. Let me go back to YouTube and show you what I mean. Remember when we first grabbed the video? Let's take this off of here. It actually says youtube.com/watch ? V equals and then the ID number. This was an appropriate URL. We can use that URL. But sometimes when you paste it into something, it will change the syntax just slightly, and it's okay if it does. Notice the word watch is not there and that little question mark. That's okay. This also works. So if I paste in what I had before so you can see the difference, see where it says watch ? V, that's okay too. So the point is, make sure when you get the link from the address of the video, you get it from the address bar or the embed code without all that other channel stuff. So I know that's a little bit technical because you kind of have to recognize the code there, but it's really simple to do. Once you see one, you start to recognize it. All right, so as you can see, that was probably too long of a video for something that's very simple to do. Easy, really easy to add a YouTube video to your website in 90-Second Website Builder.